All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one,
I think I might have blocked in the middle.
From the 36.
Like
This is reeled in. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. Working quickly here. 1st and 10. It's Hubbard. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
All right, he can't.
Young working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Offense up to the line fast. On 3rd down, it's Young.
All right, they all camping.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
They already did. They already took it. Niggas really just sitting there camping. Nigga, not me.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They run again with Hubbard. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Deron Bland. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, toe down. What up?
Young to throw here on 3rd. That pass complete to McMillan. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Oh, that whole team in the back outside, bro.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 3. Forced out to his right. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Buying some time left. Ferguson's got it complete. And they get there to touch him down. Brock with a big gain on that play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
How about that, nigga? Somebody else got me.
Yeah. Well, I teach you that bullshit.
So what?
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
That nigga had some bullshit in his
They've
hand.
got a man in motion.
Niggas just camping outside the building, bro.
Hey, Lou.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Yeah, y'all camping bitches?
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Because niggas keep
motion
going
him
to
out of
them.
the
Why the
backfield.
fuck y'all going to them? Yeah, we
2nd
win.
and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter.
Bruh,
Neither.
I just got 6 kills in a row. They call it that's crazy. I got to the back where all the niggas was at.
On top of the plane.
Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with the 1st and goal.
We can see it.
That kind of call right there, Kate, shouldn't be the third down surprise it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough for the fans. And that's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
Dobbins on 1st and goal. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
I
Oh,
just
he
think it was
taps it
way
quick to
supposed
the
to
receiver
respond to
coming
snipe
across
and
here. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Yo.
3rd and goal,
Nigga,
Prescott.
get your ass down. Hold on.
Escapes the
Nigga.
pocket.
Watch this.
It's tipped away and it's going to hit the
Dang,
ground.
nigga.
Incomplete. Defender
what? I
winning that
killed all
rep.
them
That
back
brings up
there.
4th down.
Look,
Now
bang,
Brandon
nigga.
Aubrey will try to
All
knock
them
it through for the Cowboys. A very short kick here from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30.
Smoke.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Complete out to the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a
Who just stole it?
completion. But they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
All right.
Going to the ground again on first. He's got a gain of 6 there. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. Give him around 6.
Right.
That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Rush coming for Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Putting a receiver in motion. Young on 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Panthers with a 2nd and 7. They'll send him over right. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Offense in the hurry up here. Third down run by Hubbard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks instead. Well, the defense is energized with that stop.
They'll run for it, Hubbard. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Shotgun snap now to Young. State pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They are now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Up and good from Joseph. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's KaVontae Turpin on the return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Here we go, 46, 46. Under.
And they send a man in motion.
26.
Here's Prescott, first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 21-yard line.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Turpin with a return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return.
At their own 24-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! 26! 26!
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun is Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Here's Slye to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Turpin with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Yeah!
Prescott here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Man in motion here. Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Hauled in by Godwin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Kill. Go.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Dak throwing again. Throw complete to Lamb. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, kill. Go, get out there. 26.
Dak now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go, going to 53. 47.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's another.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, going to 54, wide in. Gun. Hey, 47.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. That's complete to Leggett. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Play action now. Young. He's on the move. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now it's Young. He completes it in traffic. And they make the tackle at the 38. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air on 1st down. Young. Brought in right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of... And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Hubbard again. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Let's go. Man in motion, headed right. Jukes one defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
1st and goal, Hubbard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Returnable from the 2. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And we all saw it, flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one.
Yeah, here we go.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Kill.
Receiver in motion, headed right. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Kill.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in.
Another throw for Prescott. Has it down close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Caught. Nice gain left side. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
This is Hubbard running left. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Chased out to his right. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah! What is it?
Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37.
Here we go. Going to 53. What do you think?
Here's Prescott. 1st and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Yeah! Here we go. 47. Here we go. 47. Under. Here we go. 46. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill. 26.
Throwing now. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Hey, kill. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Here we go, going to 53. Wide in, take.
To throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go now. 70 range.
Young on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten